Welcome to another episode of Hustle Basketball Talk. I'm joined today by professional guard JaQuori McLaughlin. JaQuori, thank you so much for joining the show.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. So to start off, growing up in Tacoma, Washington, what was the basketball scene like out there for you, and at what age did you fall in love with the game?
Yeah, I fell in love with the game from a really young age. My dad was involved with it, did a lot of stuff in the area. So ever since I can remember, I was playing basketball, had a ball in my hand, was around street ball players, Pat the Rock, King Handles, Circus, guys like that.
Yeah,
So just fell in love with the game from a really young age, and then just growing up in this area, being able to watch guys like Isaiah Thomas, Abdul Gaddy, Avery Bradley, was huge for me just coming up and being able to see those guys do what they did and try to follow in their footsteps.
that's awesome, bro. And as you progressed in your career, coming out of high school, you're a top-ranked guy. Talk to me about that recruiting process, right? Coming out at a young age and then going out to Oregon State to commit there.
Yeah, the recruiting process is crazy for everyone. When you get to a certain age, they're able to call you, text you, do all that stuff. So it's crazy just being able to get calls from coaches, having to text everyone back, things like that. So it can get a little crazy sometimes, but it was cool taking visits, doing things like that, meeting a lot of new people, seeing new places. And then, going to Oregon State, uh, went there, had a good opportunity, played a lot. I think just the reason for me leaving was just it wasn't the best fit playing style wise for me. I
For
think it didn't
sure.
really tailor to my game as much as I had wanted it to.
Yeah.
So going to UCSB, being with the coach like Coach Pasternak and John Riley, who I really trust. One of the first coaches to ever recruit me was John Riley when he was at Boise State. So
Okay.
so going there was big for me, just having that trust in the coaches and the style they played and just having that ability to learn from them and you know just try to reach my goals.
For sure. And then once you're at the D1 level and you're figuring out it's a different level of game and figuring out what system works for you, being at UCSB, having that opportunity to be a go-to guy, what was that
Yeah,
experience like for you? And, especially that last year you were there leading the team to a championship and the
yeah,
NCAA tourney.
yeah. For me, it was all about the work. Waking up early, staying late after practice. And I think that was one of the biggest things going there. I knew John really was going to be there for me. Whenever I wanted to work out, get in the gym, just talk to him about life, basketball, things
Yeah,
like that. So that was a big part. And then just that playing style, being able to play with a lot of ball screens, play fast, have a coach that believes in you and your goals as well. That's huge, I think, when you pick a school, a
right.
coach that's going to believe in you and believe in the goals that you want. It's going to give you more confidence. So going there was huge for me. Going into my senior year, I was working out crazy. It was kind of like during that COVID time, but working
Yeah,
out with Isaiah Thomas, getting in the gym with my brothers, just working out 2, 3 times a day. So I think the preparation was the biggest thing for me going into my senior year. And then when you prepare like that, I think just having that confidence throughout the year is
right.
huge.
That's awesome, man. And the
Yeah.
preparation definitely showed off. What was it like playing in March and having that NCAA tourney experience?
Yeah, it was still COVID, so that was our first game the whole year with fans.
Wow.
Even though it was still limited fans, it was our first game with fans, but there was still a good amount of people there. My parents were there, had some family there, so it was dope being able to play in that experience and just have the whole March Madness thing around you was dope.
For sure. And you guys were in like a bubble, right?
Yeah, we were. Yep,
That's
yep.
crazy,
Got to the
man.
hotel, couldn't really leave the rooms, couldn't leave our floor
That's
unless it
not
was for practice, things like that. So yeah.
that's crazy. So then coming out of college now, doing the pre-draft process, being a prospect, what was that whole process like for you? And then, what did it mean to you to be able to sign a two-way contract with the Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah, so my senior year I was kinda injured a little bit, had some bad tendonitis going on. And I was trying to figure it out after the season, but I was like, damn, I gotta do all these pre-draft workouts. Like I just gotta grind through. Like
No time to
I could
waste, right?
I could do it after pre-draft. Like I've been waiting for this my whole life, so I'm gonna just do all this, grind it out. I had 19 workouts.
Mm,
I met with like 27 teams. So it was a great experience for me being able to go to those places, meet with those coaches, work out in front of them. Was big time. Played summer league with the Warriors. They gave me an opportunity that I was very thankful for. Being able to play with them, play meaningful minutes and things like that, which gave me an opportunity to sign with the Mavericks. So that
Yeah,
was big. Signing that contract, having Jason Kidd call your phone. That's one of my dad's favorite players of all time. So it was just
that's
a
awesome.
huge thing for us. But you know, being injured, I had got a PRP shot right before I signed that contract.
Oh
So
wow.
I didn't know I was gonna sign that contract, obviously. So it was kind of mixed emotions. Like I'm super excited to sign this contract, and then I'm also like, damn, like I could barely walk right now. Like
Right.
it's crazy, but I kind of rushed back a little bit, and then had some problems that year with injuries and stuff like that. But it was a dope experience being able to share the floor with some of those guys, Luka Doncic, Jalen Brunson, and just learn from them a little bit. And then also just being grateful for the opportunity from Nico and Mark Cuban. So
For sure, man. And then, after your time in Dallas and, with the Texas Legends as well, did you have time to get healthy and stuff before, joining the G League Warriors last season?
yeah, nah, actually, so when I left the Legends, I went to the Warriors, and then I played about I think 4 or 5 games,
Yeah,
and I couldn't really jump off my right leg anymore. So I was like, I got to shut it down, like
right.
try to figure out what's going on. So I ended up rehabbing, getting healthy. Took a while, and then coming back into this season with the Warriors. Still trying to get back into that game shape,
Yeah,
things like that. And then throughout the beginning of the season, I'm feeling really good. Uh, Playing good, feeling good, confident. Game starting to come back. And then around December, I get another injury on my foot, kind of like a little bone bruise,
yeah.
which I was out for 2.5 months.
Oh wow.
So, throughout the first 2 years of my career, being a professional has been a little tough with injuries, things like that. But
Right.
getting healthy now, um, and just ready to get back to that level for sure.
For sure, man. And after spending some time in the G, having some NBA experience, you went overseas towards the end of last year, right, for your first time. So,
Yep.
what was that whole experience like going to New Zealand and being in a new country and stuff?
No, it was super dope. I didn't know what to expect going there. When I signed, I had a lot of people telling me good things about New Zealand. People that have been there, and just the culture and people there, and everything they said was true. Like the people there are awesome. The culture is great. Like it's a great environment for sure. Every city we went to was like that pretty much. Everyone wants to help you out, make sure you're good, all
Yeah,
that stuff. So it
that's
was dope.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. And how'd you adjust to like living out there and like, being on your own and stuff?
Yeah. Nah, it was a little difficult at first. I'm pretty close with my fam. Like I got 3 brothers. We talk every day. So even out there with the time difference, like they're calling me, I'm calling them.
Yeah,
Trying to set up times we could play on the PlayStation, stuff like that. So
yeah.
it was a little different, but like I said, like the people out there made me feel at home for sure.
That's good, bro. That's good. And then what did you notice about like the play style, being overseas opposed to playing in the US?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just obviously like guys are super athletic over here. We play super fast. So I think the biggest thing was just the game was slowed down a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh, and then defensively, guys are, I think they're more on help defense. There's no 3 seconds in the key, so guys could just really sit under there and pack the paint with the defense. So I think that was the biggest thing, just the pace and then just the athletic difference. But guys over there are super smart. Like the way the team plays is super fundamental and just a team style of basketball, moving the ball and things like that.
for sure, man, for sure. And then, going into this upcoming season, what can we expect to see from you on the court?
For me, for sure, getting healthy is the first thing, and then just getting back to who I am. being that guy who's a leader on the court, someone that can do a lot of things, a bigger guard who can shoot, play
Yeah,
defense, get his teammates involved, and then just a winner. That's the biggest thing. Just a competitor. I've always been a winner, so any situation I'm in, I feel like I'm gonna win, and I'm always gonna come out on top. So that's the biggest thing.
for sure. Always adding value to whatever team you're part of.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome, man. And then from, growing up around the game of basketball and, playing it from a young age to now, what's been your favorite memory so far?
Favorite memory? I got a lot of memories. Some of my favorite memories is going to the gym late at night with my brothers and my dad. When I was younger, I would
Yeah,
be harassing them like after we eat dinner, stuff like that. Let's just go to the gym, like after every dinner, stuff like that. They'd be like, all right, we're going. It's 10 o'clock. I'm in fifth grade, but we going to the gym like
yeah,
every night. So those are some of my favorite memories. Going to the gym with my brothers and my dad and just working out. And then obviously going to the NCAA tournament. That's something not a lot of people get to do. So
for sure.
that's definitely a great memory.
That's awesome, bro. And then transitioning now, from on the court to off the court, what are your outside interests when you're not hooping? What are you doing?
Yeah. Shoot. Hanging out with my brothers a lot. Either going to the movies, going to the park, going to the city, things like that. I love dogs. I got a dog. We got a couple dogs in my parents' house, so
Okay.
doing stuff with the dogs. Play little video games, not too much, but me and my brothers are really into like fashion and stuff like that, clothes. So
Yeah.
getting into that stuff more for sure.
That's dope, man. That's nice you get to spend like a lot of time with your family and stuff and enjoy life.
Yeah,
That's
for
good.
sure. That's what it's all about. Yep. Yep.
100%, man. And that leads me to my last question, man. I like to end the show with, what's your why? What's your motivation every day to be the best person you could be?
Yeah, my why is definitely my family. Like I said, that's the biggest thing for me. Like no matter what's going on in the world, what kind of day I'm having, I know my family always gonna be there for me, and I'm gonna be there for them for sure. So they're definitely my why. They always been my why. Definitely first fell in love with the game of basketball, and then as I got a little older, I wanted to do it to support my family and change the narrative for our
Yeah,
family and generations to come. So that's the biggest thing for sure. Is just my family for sure. That's my why.
that's awesome, man. That's a great purpose right there. It's a great why.
Yeah.
Well, JaQuori, I appreciate you taking the time to be on the show, and I look forward to seeing you have a long, successful career and kill it this upcoming year.
No, I appreciate you, Andrew.